What's up guys, it is T-Ball and it's been a little while, but today we are back with another video as we are going to go over what are the Los Angeles Lakers playoff chances. So before I start, be sure to drop a like and subscribe for more NBA and Los Angeles Lakers videos as I'll be putting out some great content throughout the rest of the season, and also be sure to turn on post notifications so you can stay updated on when my newest video will be coming out. So for a quick background, the Lakers are currently 6-10 and at the 12th seed in the Western Conference. They've had their ups and downs this season and have been overall pretty inconsistent, but that's a given considering the amount of rookies they have and the amount of young players they have as well. But they also do have a nice mix of vets on their team as well, so at this point of the season, we're going to see what their current playoff chances look like. So I know a lot of you guys probably think they don't really have a high chance of making the playoffs, and I see why. They have a 6-10 record and they are the 12th seed in the Western Conference, but I definitely think it's much higher than what it seems right now, as currently the Suns are ahead of them in the Western Conference standings, and I definitely think they're going to fall down in these standings eventually, as I think they're going to trade a lot of their vets come time the trade deadline, and also I think they want to give their young guys a lot of time, so expect them to pile up a lot of losses soon. For the Jazz, they're without Rudy Gobert for 4 to 6 weeks, and I definitely think they're going to fall down a lot in the standings considering they do not have a strong offense even with Gobert, and obviously their defense will suffer greatly as Gobert is a yearly Defensive Player of the Year candidate, and he's also just a tremendous rim protector. Also, I think the Grizzlies are going to fall down in the standings a lot without Mike Conley, who is out indefinitely. I definitely think people are underrating the amount of time Mike Conley will be out, as if I remember correctly, he does have a sore Achilles. And what Mario Chalmers said, the backup to Mike Conley, is that for Conley's Achilles injury to completely heal and completely recover, he's definitely going to need a lot of rest. And that might mean Conley might miss weeks or possibly even months with the injury. So I definitely think the Grizzlies without Conley, who is a top point guard in this league in my opinion, they will definitely fall in the standings. I definitely think the Lakers have a chance to get ahead of them in these standings. So if everything goes right for the Lakers with these three teams, they would jump up to the 9th seed in the West. But this is where it gets tricky for the Lakers to have a good chance at making the playoffs, as I think the Rockets, Warriors, the Wolves, Spurs, and basically I think the Nuggets as well are locks to make the playoffs in my opinion. And I think the Blazers and the Thunder also have a great chance to make the playoffs as well, so that leaves one spot left for the playoffs, and the Pelicans currently have that. But for the Pelicans, I definitely think they have a lot more talent than the Lakers. They have Anthony Davis, DeMarcus Cousins, Drew Holiday. Those guys form a pretty solid big three, but the problem with the Pelicans is that they run an outdated lineup of twin towers with Anthony Davis and DeMarcus Cousins. And starting two big guys at the power forward and center position is not very common in today's NBA. And I think that's definitely going to hurt the Pelicans sometimes when they run both these guys, as a lot of teams are going small, and this leads to a lot of mismatches on the defensive side of the end where guys at the power forward position and some would usually play small forward will have a mismatch when they go against, say, DeMarcus Cousins, and they can take him off the dribble and get to the basket very easy too, as that's just one example. But that also gives a mismatch on the offensive side of the end for the Pelicans, as they can have Cousins or Davis bully the smaller guy and they can get an easy bucket there too. But for now, it looks like their Twin Towers lineup is having some success, as I'm pretty sure they have an 8-8 record. But I definitely think their lack of shooting will definitely hurt them as well, as they only have Drew Holiday as a shooter, Etuan Moore, Darius Miller, and maybe a few other guys like Dante Cunningham as some solid three-point shooters. But besides that, they really don't have much else. I mean, Cousins and Davis could shoot the three. I know Cousins has been taking a ton of threes, so maybe he can also spread the floor, but I definitely think spacing is an issue for the Pelicans. So we'll see what happens, but I definitely think the Lakers do have a chance to surpass the Pelicans if the Lakers go on a hot streak and the Pelicans go cold, but we'll see what happens. So overall, I think the Lakers do have a small chance to make the playoffs, not as big as it used to be going into the season, but I'd still give them a 20 to 30% chance of making the playoffs. I know for a lot of you guys, some may think that's, too big, some may think it's too small, but I think that's my opinion. I think it's fair considering what we've seen. I definitely think Lonzo Ball will eventually get a shot to go, and I definitely think he's due for a hot streak soon. He's been cold basically all season, so we'll see what happens with him. Brandon Ingram has been improving, and I think their center play of Lopez and Bogut has been pretty solid at times, so we'll see what happens. But I definitely would love to see the Lakers go to the playoffs. It'll be super fun to watch, but I would not say that is very likely from what we've seen so far. So that's a wrap. Thanks guys for watching. As always, be sure to drop a like if you guys did enjoy, and let me know your thoughts down in the comments below on this topic. What do you think the Lakers playoff chances are? Let me know. And also, if you guys want me to do another team and their current playoff chances, I'll definitely do a video on that. But if you tell me like the Warriors or the Rockets, I mean, obviously I think that's 99.9999%, so I probably won't do a video on that. But if it's like a borderline team, I'll definitely try to make a video for them. And yeah, so that's a wrap. As I said before, be sure to drop a like and subscribe, and also turn on post notifications so you can stay updated on when my newest video will be coming out. And also follow me on Twitter at TJ's T-Ball and on Instagram at the T-Ball, and I'll definitely try to follow some of you guys back. So don't want to hold you guys here for too much longer. Thanks guys once again for watching, which is like the third time I said it, and hopefully I'll see you guys soon for my next video. Peace.